Hey guys, welcome to the next video. We've got another TTS League game. It's Huggybear versus Jamal. So Huggybear is running a shield list, which has a couple of splashes. It's got Nebula, it's got Ironmonger, Zemo, it's got quite a lot of splashes. Dracula. Has he got Thralls of Dracula? No, so it is just Shield. Oh, by the way, we've got Ollie with us. How's it going, mate?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are
Good,
you?
good. Yeah, very good. Thank you. Apologies about my throat. I'll get into that in a second, but because they've rolled for priority, we'll really get into it quickly. So, Jamal's one priority, so I'll go through his list really, really quick. So, Jamal is still on the Inhumans. So it'll be interesting to see if we get Mad Max again, which was really cool to look at last week. Did you manage to watch that game yet, Ollie?
I've not managed to watch it, but I kind of got the skim overview from chatting about it afterwards with you. It sounds like a very interesting list, doesn't it? Doesn't look like
Yeah,
he's tweaked much.
yeah, it's a really cool list. Okay, so he has picked unexpected guests, and what has Jamal got to pick between? He's got to pick between strike team and assault ships. I'll just say, ready to go. Just they're all eager to get going. So awesome. Cool, he's picked assault ships. So we've got 16 or 17. Jamal's one prior. I don't know what he does at any. It's thrown me off that he runs Maximus as a leader. So all of us, okay, they picked 17. All of us normal Black Bolt 17. When you've got, I can't remember. I think it's Black Bolt, Voodoo, Beast, Gorgon, and Karnax normally at 17. Has thrown me off. So yeah.
It's probably, if it's going to be Max, it'll be Max Bolt, and then it'll most likely be Gorgon Shang. Is that 17? 7, 16. What's that? 9.
So I think if it's anything like the last time, it'll probably be Max, Black Bolt, Zemo, Gorgon, and Okoye, maybe.
That makes more sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So pointing at that terrain, I'm guessing they're figuring out whether it's the where it's a darker green, whether it's like the whole thing, which makes
yeah.
sense.
Huggy's shield list is interesting. It's got a Hulk in, which I mean, you don't really see Hulk all that much at the moment with the changes. So I'm interested to see if he does bring Hulk out. I don't think Hulk probably suits this crisis layout because of the shape of it, but
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because assault ships is slightly attrition heavy. Well, not attrition heavy. It's more of a if the defender's within two, you can get a reroll on attack dice, and which is it's interesting with that with unexpected guests, because I'd imagine most of the time they're all someone's going to start within two of a assault ship who's got an extract, because if they're not, they'll get pulled like towards one and maybe try getting dealt with then. But yeah, it's a cool. They're all quite close together, which is quite cool.
yeah, it's very tight, but it doesn't feel it
Yeah,
with the shape of it. But because of the fact that the two lanes are rotatable, it is possible to jump between lanes. It's almost like a B shape, but it's not really because of the tightness to it. You don't have to almost waste an entire activation rotating.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely. But while they're trying to sort the lists out, yeah, I apologise about my voice. Ollie's going to do a lot of heavy lifting, which is going to be great. I've got back from a festival yesterday. I went to Slam Dunk, which was up in Leeds. If you know me very well, you'll know I'm into sort of heavy rock metal sort of music. So my my voice didn't agree with me, but I've got it back enough to do this, so it's all good. But what do
So
you think we're seeing from Huggy? Do you reckon we'll see Invaders, or do you reckon we'll see Fury, or do you reckon we'll see both with Invaders' leadership?
I think you'll probably see Invaders' leadership because the benefit of the crisis spirals on the top of the Invaders' leadership.
Yeah,
You get the skull unlock, and then you get the reroll from the leadership, the crisis once per activation. So it's not. I can't see it being Nick, especially as I'm not sure Nick is actually that good on this crisis because he's not going to go diving in on a wedding guest.
yeah. We'll
I
probably
know you
see
can hand it
the.
back.
Sorry, Karen.
I was going to say you can hand it back, but I can't imagine if you're taking what Namor, Zemo, Nick. That's what it's 12. So he's got to take a 3 and a 2. Whereas if he goes someone like a little bit more aggressive, like Nick doesn't like rotating. So if Nick gets kind of isolated, I'm not sure what he's going to do. I see eyes, so that's suggesting
Yeah,
Nick's
I was
come
I was
out.
about to say we'll probably see the double bubble with Nick and Zemo, because again Zemo loves the reroll with the skull unlocked. So yeah, so we'll go through Jamal's team really quick. Yeah, I was right. So we've got Maximus, Black Bolt, Gorgon, Okoye, and Zemo. With Inhuman Rule Family, Patch Up, I'm a Baron, Indom, and Terragenesis. Boo, Terragenesis. It's still a thing. And then do you want to go through Huggy Bear's list?
Yeah, so it's uh, Namor, Nick Fury and his grunts, Nebula, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Baron Zemo. And then the tactics cards are Shieldmobile, Invaders, Eye in the Sky, Ecal Matrix, and Sacrifice. So it's kind of two very standard lists for the style of leader they've got. I mean, Spec obviously doesn't love the benefit of the offensive benefit into him, but he loves it on his attacks, making it consistent so he hits a lot of his triggers. Um, Obviously, the reroll coming back into him does scare him a little bit because the reroll on an attack into to anybody with defensive mods can be a little bit more scary because one, it tends to be bigger dice pools, and two, they've got more successful faces on those dice, so it can scare him a little bit. But with the Invaders' leadership giving him mod skulls, he should be a lot more resilient than in most.
Yeah, definitely. And also Nebula is going to be really good on this because it's not the attacker that has to be within two for contesting. It's the defender. So because obviously she can't contest, so she'll still get the extra reroll on top of the rerolls. So it's rerolls on rerolls really for Huggy's team.
Yeah, it's nice because it doesn't even say contest, so
Yeah,
the it doesn't involve anything. So it does mean that the attacks coming back into Nebula can hurt her, which is unusual compared to some of the other crises that give offensive benefits.
yeah,
So obviously she'll have attacks coming back into her, so it does make it a little bit easier for the Inhumans to deal with her. But it's only once per activation, so it's not as scary.
yeah.
Um,
Also as well, just I was talking to Jamal after the game that we recorded last week, and just so it's easier for all of the viewers, he always does the max reroll first. So obviously sometimes when a lot of Inhumans get inbuilt rerolls and Zemo gets an inbuilt reroll, it was quite confusing. It was quite hard to sort of decide whether he was doing the max reroll first or the other rerolls. But yeah, so he always does the max one first, just which is it's good for good to know because obviously you can't talk to them while they're gaming. So yeah, so whenever we see rerolls on Jamal's side, if the first reroll becomes a skull, we know that Huggy can place one of his characters within one.
what do you make of this deployment, John? It's a very interesting thing going on with Gorgon and Okoye next to each other. I suspect that means that Max is also going over there, so that you've got a bodyguard and a taunt. So no matter where they are, you'll be able to take the hit for Max. But then surely Black Bolt does that as well. So it's what, triple bodyguard for Max? Seems.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? So yeah, we've got Black Bolt on Jamal's right hand flank. We've got Zemo in the middle. We've got Gorgon and Okoye at the top. And then on Huggy's side at the moment, we've got Spectacular opposite Black Bolt. Well, potentially he's not put him down yet. Nebula, Zemo, and then Namor. But yeah, this is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I will say Zemo. Both of them have gone for the Zemo down the middle, set them up so they can go anywhere. Which on this terrain isn't too bad because they're already starting on the big piece of terrain.
Yeah,
But on some boards that can be a little bit risky um, with a non-wall crawler like long mover if you've got to try and dodge around terrain.
yeah,
Um, so, so the size threes might cause them an issue, but I think everything in the way. So you've got the Stonehenge looking kind of ruin and the statue in the middle of size three, but everything else is size two, so they should be okay getting to where they need to be.
yeah. I don't
Um,
know if you noticed it, but it looked like Huggy wanted to put the shield agents opposite Jamal's extract on his right flank. Okay, Huggy wins Prio. But yeah, because the size 5 was in the way, it looked like he was obviously going to try to steal his, and maybe he's put Spider Man too far in the way to pick the other one up. So we might not see an aggressive shield grunt pickup.
yeah, it does look like that, especially as that I don't think you can do it the other side because the statue's size three. They'd have to walk around. Um,
Yeah,
if it was somebody like Lizard, then you could definitely do it. But
yeah,
even then, I think the orientation of the statue probably blocks you as well.
yeah,
Um,
definitely. So
having
yeah, it
having
looks
done it,
like yeah, it looks like the terrain has been problematic for Huggy's deployment, and he looks like he's struggling what to do at the moment. But yeah, what do you think of the lists? Who do you reckon is going to be more aggressive? Who's going to be more defensive? What you sort of?
well, well, invaders they can have the dice consistency all the way through the game. But then saying that, all of the Inhuman models have got a reroll innately. Max then gives them a reroll on top. So effectively, both teams are rerolling at least two every time they're doing something. Um, so it will be pretty scary for that. Um, I'm
Yeah,
interested by this Namor play. I suppose Namor being safe round one, it's setting up so that Black Bolt can't blast him early. Because I think that's probably the biggest scare of Black Bolt is that he can just hit you really hard, and Namor doesn't like something that pierces. So the
yeah,
six dice reroll two, potentially three, with a pierce can be quite scary for him.
yeah. I think as well with the double bubble, you have to sort of pick a side. Um, I've quite like seeing people not pick up with Namor first, and then put yourself in a position where you're in range of spending. That's a good point, actually. These are civilians. Is it civilians or assets?
Civilians,
He
yeah,
can.
yeah, the guests are the civilians,
Yeah, so
so
he
he
can't.
can't
Yeah, yeah.
steal. Yeah,
Ignore me then. That's my other thing. I like. Uh, if it wasn't civilians, if it was assets, I quite like seeing people not pick up with Namor and put him in a position where he can start with full power round two, spend a pickup and get out of there. But yeah, you can't. Unfortunately, on this map. So we've
yeah.
seen Okoye pick up, so she's not really wanting to bodyguard. So it looks like Gorgon might be more aggressive on that side, and he's happy with the two threat, getting 2 points per round.
Well, it means that the aggression's going into a two threat, doesn't it? And
Yeah,
Okoye is probably natively more tanky than Gorgon, with the fact that she's got martial artist, um, and she's got her innate reroll as well as the max reroll on the first defense she makes. So it's not as I don't think she's as scared. I suppose especially as she's up against Nick and then potentially Zemo. Zemo's getting his most optimum attacks when he's within range two, which is when Okoye's getting her best defense. Nick wants to be within range three, but if he's within range three, he's probably not on the point as well, based on where Okoye is.
yeah,
So it's kind of forcing Huggy into an overcommittal with a character that's not likely to kill her.
yeah. This is interesting. Decided to go with Nebula. Um, Normally, I see people go with Nebula quite late, so she can put sort of like chip damage into someone, but looks like he's trying to be a bit more. I think he's trying to see where Jamal's going with his other characters to determine where like Nick, Spec, and Zemo go.
Yeah,
Also, it could be a little trap where he wants Nebula to take a bit of damage, so then like because he's got priority, she can like put in quite a lot of dice with rerolls, like the spender place. So try to double tap someone maybe, but yeah, not sure.
yeah. Part of me wonders if Nebula's ended up there because of the where everybody else was placed. The terrain in the deployment zone has kind of restricted some of the placement that Huggy had,
Yeah,
which I don't think is a bad thing. The one thing that's probably going to happen now is Max is going to try and generate power to then walk Nebula away, which effectively staggers her.
yeah, definitely.
Um,
So she's within two of the secure, so he gets two extra, well, three rerolls because he obviously has the max leadership, inhuman, and so he's doing two now. So it's
yeah, so you look at the
four.
Max one first, and then the other two,
Yeah, that's
the
it.
human and the point one. Um, so it's quite a good conversion. I mean, 3 power, and then because she's within a range, he can advance her.
Oh, he's not
If
within three.
not
Okay,
within 3, yeah,
yeah, makes sense. I don't think he could have got there. But that's nice, like decent damage into Nebula straight away.
yeah. The other thing it does do is it gives Max the ability to protect himself or others now with the I'm going to call it witty banter, but
It's the souped up witty banter because it's
yeah,
reroll too. It's the same as Crimson Dynamo, but you get to do it on the mod stage, so it's really good.
yeah. The the weird wording of it does make it interesting. Where obviously it says reroll 2, so if you want to turn off a trigger and they've only rolled it once, you still have to make them roll another dice. It's not up to 2,
Yeah,
which can cause some weirdness where you don't want them to roll like double the chance of them getting it again, but they have to roll it.
yeah,
Um, but it does kind of make for an interesting defense because obviously there's going to be a lot of re-rolls going in this game.
yeah.
So here go the grunts.
So they're probably, yeah, they're not in range. Yeah, I don't know whether he put the grunts down a bit too carelessly. Obviously, when he just like, when he realised they couldn't hit the other side, he just put them down. But maybe even putting them behind the ruins would have been better. The Asgard stairs, just because a small move, they could have probably put them central. So like a double move would have been able to pick either one up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what the game plan was. Like you've obviously in deployment you've got a lot of options. I suppose the
Yeah,
idea was to have Namor, Zemo, and Nebula as the long movers have options to go anywhere on the board. But then that obviously locks out where the grunts can end up if they're restricted by the terrain.
yeah,
So I, I do find it interesting. Namor went and picked up that extract first. I did wonder whether, and because you've got the other option of that the grunts pick that up round one, and then the next round they can rotate across the Nick, so you create this side skew almost.
yeah,
I think the only worry you've got is if you're doing that, Gorgon he probably will set himself so he can charge
yeah. I agree.
for
Yeah,
next round. Okay, so Black Bolt's threatening Nebula. So if Nebula doesn't go top of round 2, she's going to get deleted by Black Bolt, and obviously she can only walk and then spend her.
yeah. He's done well of keeping outside of three of her, because obviously she's got the 3 power now, so it would just put her into a good position. Yeah. So we're seeing Spider-Man
Spec
go.
with this will be the impact webbing to try and push Black Bolt back, which Black Bolt
Yeah,
hates any kind of displacement.
100%.
There we go.
And I'd
So
imagine
expect
Maximus will probably get. Oh no, he's got to be within three. I'm guessing.
3. Yeah,
Yeah.
3 of
Okay.
the
Yeah.
attacker, not the defender.
Yeah.
He's got it. He doesn't care about anything else.
No.
Oh no, he's going for the damage. I mean,
He's got the rerolls there. He might as well. But yeah, I know what you mean actually. Like, as you know, because Black Bolt probably wants free power to do Master Punch. So yeah, essentially you'd probably be fine with not doing any damage.
Yeah. The other thing this does do is you can push Black Bolt outside of bodyguard range of Max, which
Yeah,
might be difficult with the terrain. But if you can get it outside, it does mean you can go and focus down Max.
yeah. It looks like he'll still
Um,
be in, but yeah, it's pretty good idea. I liked it. Also, as well, Zemo now can, depending what Jamal's Zemo does, Huggy Zemo could probably double move, or oh yeah, he's not got Armor Baron. It's only Jamal which has got Armor Baron, but yeah, he could double move Zemo onto that point to contest it.
yeah, I think this is the thing now. They've both got a Zemo to respond to what the others are doing, because they can pretty much get anywhere on the board.
Yeah,
The long move
if
in the middle
only
of your deployment zone.
if only Zemo was good, eh?
If only.
If you listen to our last podcast episode with the quiz, it wouldn't be a shock to most people that Zemo is the most took character in the last year on Longshanks.
I mean, it surprised me. I thought it was going to be Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah, true. He was second actually, yeah, but yeah, they're both very good. Okay, so we've got Gorgon. What's he pointing to that? I'm guessing he's saying he's contesting that.
Yeah. So what do you do if you're Zemo now? Like, Zemo's got options to go anywhere. Do you set up the double bubble, or do you set up so you protect Nick, and then set it so that Gorgon can't come charging in and deal with Nick with the point? Because obviously, if Nick gets dazed, he's not going to be able to use the grunts to pick up other stuff, or I will be offline for the rest of the round.
Yeah,
Gorgon can be quite scary with three rerolls on the first attack and then one on the second one, and he's probably
yeah,
generated power.
yeah. I think Huggy's in a tricky spot here because he's only got one contesting on both points. So I guess wherever Huggy's Zemo goes, Jamal's probably goes the opposite side. So then he goes up on points.
Yeah, if you're Jamal, where do you put your Zemo? Because I think for me, there's one that you probably look at and go, I would prefer him there, but
See, I think I would go I think I'd go the opposite way to Huggies. I'd probably use Armor Baron quite aggressively and use it round one. Um, and so at other moment, I think I'd probably move and charge. Obviously, terrain dependent, but move and charge Namor if he decides to go that way,
I
because
almost think that's a
then
waste of Baron because of how much Namor's going to like make it bounce because he's got Spider-Man giving him mod skulls and he'll have two defensive mods, whereas Zemo will be doing what it's effectively three re-rolls but no mod skulls,
yeah.
which seems
Oh,
risky to
okay.
do. You could almost save Armor Baron for round two or three so that you've got, because then you start on full power, you can charge Master Swordsman. So if you double walk next to Namor, you deny the point, and then you set yourself up for the next round. Where if Namor decides to walk away and go into Max or to Black Bolt, then you've got Zemo who's able to chase, or he can have a go at trying to double tap Spec.
Yeah,
See, see, this is interesting because Zemo's gone diving in. He's not going to win that point. So I think Jamal's going to go up early because he can double walk onto the point with Nick and win it. The only problem is you're then setting it up that Nebula can come diving in on you afterwards because now you've
yeah,
given her power for the spender. She's going to be
yeah.
a lot more
It's.
scary.
I think I'd rather sing Zemo on the Namor side because I think yeah, giving Nebula a double tap doesn't feel good.
The one thing it does do is it puts Nick under pressure because
Yeah,
obviously Nick doesn't have Zemo protecting him now. he does have the invaders reroll skulls on defense, and it does kind
Yeah.
of ask Zemo to live through 3 activations, but it does mean Nick has to go early. And obviously, you normally like to hold Nick, don't you, to try and keep power on him or like force people to interact with him,
Yeah.
so that you can get Eye online and keep it going. Will say this is a very bold play, diving in, but I mean, if you can deny point early, especially on
Okay, going into
okay,
Nebula.
charge on Nebula.
I think
Interesting.
I like that because I think if you do, if you only do like one 2 damage into Fury, you've just given I'm a Sky online straight away.
Yeah, part of me wondered whether the grunts would have helped almost more, because then the grunts are off, so Fury can't. He can summon them in, but they don't get their activation. So
Yeah.
Zemo's only got to live through 2 shots at him. But it does turn Nebula around on her defense. So
Yeah. So that's 2 into 2 at the moment, 2 into 3. So she's living on 1. I think Jamal definitely wanted her dazed. Oh, he's got another reroll.
he's got the leadership, the point, and then the Zemo reroll. So he's got, is that
And they've all
3 into
rolled into
2? Yeah,
blanks. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, left her
And
on
then
1.
John wants immune to bleed. So that put Nebula in a scary position where she's kind of under threat next round, because if she doesn't go, she dies.
I think you're
But
happy with going with Nebula first because I think you spend her into Zemo, place off him, which gets you out of range 4 of Maximus probably. So I mean, if Jamal has to move someone and daze Nebula, then Huggy's absolutely fine with that. I think because it takes a whole activation off Jamal, then just chasing after a 2 threat. But then again, I guess Huggy has to. Well, Nebula heals at the start of her activation, and Jamal probably counter strikes, so he could potentially get Nebula in her own activation. But yeah, we'll see what the dice gods say. Hey,
are you worried about Nebula going down? Because you've got Prio anyway. The only thing is she's trapped, but she's kind of trapped next to Zemo.
yeah,
So for me, I think you've got 3 options. You've got charge with Namor, hit Black Bolt, stagger Black Bolt, walk back. Go with Nebula, try and deal damage into somebody, but I don't think you kill Max. You go with Nick into Zemo and try and delete him so that he gets to do nothing and he kind of protects your extract. Or you go with your Zemo and try and deal damage into one of the 2.
yeah. So we're seeing Nebula go because she's healed. I'd imagine she's just doing a normal attack into Zemo. It looks like.
Yeah, because he's paid for Master Swordsman.
Oh, all convert off them rerolls. So that's 4 into 1 at the moment. I'll say okay. So we've seen. I think we've seen the leadership.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that'll be
there
the
we
Max
go.
bond. Yeah,
Yeah,
because Max is getting power.
I think
So this
I quite like the leadership with getting extra rerolls, but I think it'd be quite scary into sort of trap teams.
it would be into trap teams. I think that's where you just have to take your pain at that point. But
Yeah,
the benefit of kind of being able to re-roll a dice is massive, because effectively on your first attack around you're getting bonus attack dice effectively.
yeah,
And the negative of rolling the skull is only 1 in 8,
yeah.
so
Okay,
it
so we
depends
just
only on
saw.
that dice roll.
Yeah, just saw Counter Strike did 0 damage, so Nebula is a lucky girl.
So Nebula's spendering now, so no rerolls for Zemo, so this will be quite scary for him.
Yeah, I'd have quite liked seeing Nebula maybe move and spend her into Okoye, try to one-shot her, and then place the extract sort of towards Zemo, so then you're forcing Gorgon to go next. So
I think it's a big ask for Nebula to kill
you
Okoye,
get her
because
outside of range 3, wouldn't you?
you'd be getting cover, and then she'd be getting a reroll herself and then a reroll from the leadership. So it's unlikely for Nebula to one tap her. I know she's only 4 health, but it's still a lot of
Yeah. So we're seeing
kind of
some
dice.
big hits and big. So although Jamal rolled 3 crits, Nebula still got him. But yeah, maybe moving, being within range 2 of Zemo and spending into Okoye, so then you've got 4 rerolls, then 2 extra rerolls. Maybe would have got through it, but yeah. So we're seeing Gorgon go into Zemo now.
Yeah, this is interesting because obviously
Oh, big
Huggy's
hit.
given up Prio. It's a big hit. Do we get a skull on the reroll? Is the question.
No, and then he's
No,
got
so it means
another
he's got the
2
Inhuman.
Inhuman reroll and then the other reroll.
Well, this is where you probably decide to use the Inhuman reroll on this one,
Yeah.
and then save the other one, because if you can decide afterwards.
I'm
Whereas if
guessing
you,
it's once per turn, is it?
it's once per turn, and it's got to be
Yeah.
during their activation. So any
Yeah.
like counter attacks or anything like that don't get the benefit of it.
So we're seeing 5 into 3. So he's taking 2 and getting stun. I couldn't remember if it
Yeah,
was shock or stun. We all know Zemo absolutely hates stun.
yeah. His worst combo is slow and stun. So he's
Yeah,
halfway on
and
the way
root,
of being.
slow stun and root.
Yeah, root with stun hurts him. I don't think
Yeah,
root hurts him too
on his
much
own
once
because
he's
he
going.
because he can just bulldoze over. We're seeing a spender, so we've got 3 into 1 at the moment.
You get the throw, and you could get the. Is it stagger on this as well?
Yeah, I think it's. I'm pretty sure. Is it an automatic? No, it's
Yeah.
an automatic throw and a wild stagger. Yeah.
I mean, if you stagger Zemo while he's stunned, this is massive because if you daze him now, he's only going to wake up with 2 power,
I
which
think
feels
we're gonna
really
see
rough.
we're seeing a dead Zemo here. Is it before or after the throw? I think it's after. Yeah, it's after. So he stays where he is.
That's big though because Zemo's only going to wake up with 2 power.
Yeah, definitely.
Expecting to deal with a Koye now is going to be difficult, and it does kind of mean that side's a little bit safer for Jamal.
Yeah, I think Jamal's quite happy to keep Gorgon and Okoye both there and not really charging to the point where Fury and the Grunts are.
Yeah, agreed. I think this forces Jamal to have to either rotate or kind of win the other side now. Like, because this side's just going to be parity at the moment.
Yeah. So we're looking at Namor potentially charging into Black Bolt. It's going to be tricky to do damage because Black Bolt can bump his dice up, get 2 rerolls, and also Maximus can pay to for 2 extra rerolls off Namor's attacks. But it looks like he's eyeing up to take Maximus on.
Yeah. Do you want Jamal to basically pay off Black Bolt to take the hit and stagger himself and then back up? Is that what you want there?
Yeah, I think that's a good shout. They're pointing at Nebula. She's paying. Put an extra damage on Nebs. Oh, did he take 2 off accidentally instead of 1? I wasn't looking at the at Nebula's. Probably,
Like, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I think Namor definitely wants to stagger one of them. I mean, staggering a Maximus is pretty nice. I mean, staggering both is nice because I think Maximus, with the power, can just wait till last, move someone off a point, and then move back onto that point, and just be quite defensive. Yeah, Black Bolt has got powerful Master Punch, which is quite scary as well. So Jamal's doing pretty well on his right flank. Okay, so we're seeing the Grunts go. They've moved, and I'm guessing doing a shot into Gorgon.
Yeah, it looks like it because he measured the range 3.
Yeah. Oh, big Grunt hit. Good block as well.
Yeah, it's a
4.
good defense. So now
4
you're going
into
to get
2.
leadership and Inhuman reroll.
Yeah. Oh, 5. Classic Grunts. So we've got Jamal's now. See if he gets a skull, which he doesn't. So he's blocking 3. So Gorgon is
Yeah,
blocking pretty well.
he's got the inhuman reroll as well, so this could
Yeah.
be even better.
Oh,
Blocking 4, only taking 1, which is it's massive.
yeah, because it could have left. Well, if he blanked out, it could have left him on 1, and you would not want to see that for Gorgon. So yeah, we're seeing Fury go up. Yeah, I think he's just happy just doing a range 3 into him and just getting Eye in the Sky power.
The only risk you've got with this is if Okoye somehow kind of does damage into Nick, or Bolt walks and then Master Punches into Fury and does enough damage. Now that he's within range 3 of Gorgon, Gorgon can just Terragenesis him. Or,
Yeah.
like
Well,
if Gorgon
luckily,
takes,
Gorgon hasn't got the power.
well, if he takes damage, because obviously Nick's feeding him power at this point.
Oh yeah, yeah, good point.
It's just Terragenesis. Is it 2 or is it 3? 3 power.
It is 3, yeah. Oh, maybe it's not broken.
So if you think about it this way, you could either have you can either save it to next round where Nick might be under pressure, or you can try and rotate a little bit.
Yeah.
So what do you do with Namor here? Does Namor go for a stagger? Does he go for a kill on Max and give up Prio, but then leave himself in a vulnerable position? Do you kind of set yourself up that you're going to try and walk away?
I think you almost go a Spider-Man and leave Namor for your last activation.
I think the thing you've got to be careful of is if Max is up, Max can just walk somebody off a point.
Yeah.
So you have to be really careful what you do in Namor, whether you've got to try and force Max to go early.
Yeah, I mean, Spec could throw Maximus back and then move on to the point. So whether Maximus would have to double move to throw, well, to advance Spectacular off a point, and then he wouldn't be on the point himself. So it's like 1 for 1. Yeah, it's a tricky one. So we look like, so okay, so that's pretty nice. So Maximus is looking at probably advancing Fury off that point, which we could potentially see a defensive Eye in the Sky if Okoye went to attack Fury of just getting him back onto that point.
Why is he measuring range 2? Is this something
I'm guessing for rerolls next turn, maybe.
Yeah. He hasn't got sacrifice.
It's Zemo, so it'll be for extra rerolls, won't it? But obviously Zemo's dazed at the moment, so I'm guessing he's gonna move there, stay there if he's within range. Probably try to daze Nebula, maybe.
See, this is where I'd almost go with Okoye and just force Huggy to have to make the first move.
Because no one's going over there.
Yeah, because if Okoye stays there, she can do one or two things. You can either double move Okoye onto that point and tie it with Nick, and then force Spec to have to rotate and throw her off, or she stays where she is, and then you're auto winning that point, even if Gorgon gets pushed off in whatever way. Spec can walk, jump, and then impact webbing. I think the thing is, if you're keeping Max and Bolt, your Bolt can take the hit for Max. Bolt doesn't really care about the stagger too much because you can go with Bolt walking forward and then have Max walking onto the point with Namor.
Yeah.
If he is staggered. It also depends what Huggy decides to do with Namor, because obviously if Namor comes diving in, then I think that's probably scary. Okay, so we're going for Max. So this is...
So it looks like he's happy to be there next round. So he's moving Fury towards Okoye, probably just so Okoye can just stand where she is and try to like just take some damage off him. But again, we might see a defensive I'm a Sky of just getting him back onto that point.
Does mean it burns Fury's power. So what I think this is for is if he burns it now, it stops Namor being able to back up from
Yeah,
the.
I think you're fine with forcing Fury to spend I'm a Sky on himself, because then it opens up more what Black Bolt can do. Because I think the last thing Jamal wants is to move Black Bolt within range 3 of one of them and not the other, and then I'm a Sky, which we're seeing now. He's used it quite early because I think Max will still be in range for Fury, but I guess
Do you know what I'm surprised by is that he didn't do the brain freeze first and then do the advance away.
yeah, unless the range 3 Huggy might have been able to arm a Sky to a position where he's within range 1 but not range 3 of Max, maybe.
No, that range 3 comes to past the range 1 of that point. I'm interested to see what the logic is, unless it's you wanting to burn the
Card.
eye in the sky. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only thing I can think it is.
So massive block by Huggy, and looks like he got the max trigger on the reroll. So yeah, just placed him outside of range 2 of Zemo.
Yeah, I find it funny with this leadership because it's that Max gets a power even when he makes a mistake. It's always
Yeah.
fun. Unlike
Yeah.
other leaderships where you have kind of diabolical leaders, like
So is it Max which
Loki.
gets the the power every single time, or is it the character?
You know, it's always
Oh,
Max.
just
It just funds Max's kit. It just means he gets to do it. It's a bit like how Loki's leadership works. You're getting the benefit of it,
yeah,
but Loki's getting the kind of bonus out of it.
yeah. So we saw the range 3. It looked like it was just out for Max,
Yeah,
which it was close. So we're seeing a charge. See if he can get. So yeah, Black Bolt's paid for the power. So we'll see if damage can go through. Damage is not going through on that
that
attack.
is a great block from Black Bolt, and that is actually massive because it means Black Bolt can walk back onto the point after Specky's gone and just shoot Namor if he wants
Yeah,
to.
it has burned the power, so we can't master punch. But you would obviously. Oh no, he got the skull again.
I don't think you mind that though because you're getting a move back.
Yeah,
What's Specky going to do? Throw you away?
yeah.
Specky's got to walk, and
I think you
I
just
know
have to.
he can walk in, throw you away, walk back.
Interesting. Yeah. So I think he really wants to set up that bubble, that side.
Well, if you can take Zemo off the board at the start of round 3, I think that's quite big.
Massive, yeah. I think you probably go with Nebula to try it, because she'll obviously heal 1 at the start of her activation. That hasn't. Oh yeah, they've caught that cool. Yeah, because she heals 1, so it's very unlikely that Zemo is going to take 3 off her with Counter Strike.
See, again, this I find weird because
I don't know what he's planning to do with Okoye.
unless Black Bolt is going to one-shot Spec
Yeah.
is just going to walk, throw Spec off the. Oh, this is I don't get this. Why would you shoot Nebula if Spec can throw you?
I'm not too sure.
I don't know whether he can see that Spec's going to throw him or whether he's not bothered by it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's not a. He's got all the defensive dice. He's not got much of the attack at the moment. But yeah, I know what you mean, because he should have gone with Okoye, because, like, yeah, Spec can probably obviously throw Black Bot away, but then you just double move onto the point anyway. But now Spec.
I don't think you care about that because you get thrown away, you walk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You walk back and you're fine.
So he's managed to get her. But yeah,
Because
now
what's Okoye
spec.
doing with her
Yeah,
activation? Like, she's not under
nothing.
threat from anybody.
Yeah, I think if I was Huggy, I'd probably throw Black Bolt away and just stand on that point potentially. Because obviously you're 3-4 down, you need to sort of break that sort of cycle and try to make it.
Yeah.
Um,
The risk you've got is Black Bolt will come back in and Master Punch on his first thing if Spec doesn't go first. So,
yeah,
okay, so he's web swinging. This is interesting. So is he
where's he off to?
is he thinking? Wait, so is he going to swinging strike Max? Because Max is only getting 2 defense.
It looks like it. It's been some big moves that I've not really seen.
Yeah, they're not lines of play I would have gone for, but I'm interested to see
Yeah,
whether
I
it
like
pays
it.
off for them.
I like it. I like seeing people play stuff that doesn't look like the obvious move because it's interesting to see how other people. I got another skull for the leadership. It's
Well,
interesting to see how other people play.
it's whether they've spotted the things that we've spotted, because obviously we're looking at it from an external thing, aren't
Yeah,
we? So we've got all the information. We're not got the pressures on us.
yeah, 100%.
So it might be that the lines we're talking about they haven't spotted, which is entirely fair.
Yeah, I've had it
Because
before, like where I'm playing a game and I look back at it and be like, I could have done like 20 different things which would have been better. But yeah, pressure definitely gets to you sometimes. But this is cool. I like this.
yeah, interesting. Huggy hasn't bumped Max, so
I think he's happy where
I
he is at the moment.
think because he wants the double tap into him.
So
Max having 2 physical
three,
defense sucks a
yeah,
little bit because
three into
obviously,
one. Guessing he'll pay. He'll probably pay the power in a minute to.
well, here's what's funny. This is the thing that we were on about where it gets a point back. This is going to go 7-7 again
Yeah,
because although Specs web swung, he's still going to have the 3 power he needs to throw Black Bot off the point if Huggy wants to go for that.
yeah,
He doesn't get the point for like winning the point, but he does. He's now put Max under pressure, and he can throw Black Bolt away. So Black Bolt's then going to walk back as well,
yeah.
or Master Punch off Spec, which doesn't get him back on the point because of where the
Question
terrain is.
question is black. Oh, okay, Indom. That's pretty nice. Question is, which doesn't really matter anymore, but was Spec too close to Black Bolt to get out of range 3 on the small throw? Do you reckon? Or do you reckon it was just far
No,
enough away where he'd get out?
I think you'd be in
Okay.
because he's very close, isn't he? He's probably
Yeah,
about
he's yeah.
an inch and a half away. It's not.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna see why he's gone with Okoye last.
Clearly going to go tie the point.
Yeah, I don't like that because she's got an extract. You're almost feeding. I mean, I guess you do have a Zemo in your face already. Is there space for her? That's the question. That's quite tight, isn't it?
She should be able to get over the top of Nick, no problem there. Like if she wants to come around the back, she's got space. The thing that worries me is Nebula can just turn around and punch her now.
Yeah, that's what I mean, and then get the extract off. I think the fact that he picked up with Nebula so early, I think I'd just be quite happy just to try get her to score 2 points every activation.
I'll tell you the one thing actually is if Nebula goes and doesn't daze Koye, which isn't unlikely because of the count blanks and the re-rolls and all the rest of it. If that does happen, do you go with Zemo and try and make it so that you can Terragenesis Nick? So you double hit Terragenesis because Nick's moved back into range 3 of Gorgon, so you can spend Gorgon's power.
Yeah, that's probably a good shout, isn't it? I guess I Am a Sky would come back and he'd probably try to get out of range of an Inhuman.
Yeah,
But we're seeing 8-6 to Jamal, so he's controlling the score at the moment. He's doing very well.
Denial of that inner point is
Yeah,
is definitely helping. The thing is now it's going to be how can he ride the prio activation?
yeah.
Um,
So I'm guessing we're probably going to see Nebula go first. I'd imagine,
yeah.
or are we going to see Huggy's Zemo go first to try to daze Gorgon? Because I think I think if Jamal goes first to get rid of Nebula, that feels better than getting rid of Zemo.
Hmm.
Because Gorgon's one power off getting the Spender, so he's got a good chance of KOing Zemo.
Max doesn't have the thing where you can't react in his turn, does he?
No, he's not got
Uh,
the Mystique and Emma stuff, I don't think.
can I say because if you could do that, that would be the way you'd probably get rid of Nick. But
Yeah, okay, so we're
so,
seeing, I think, Grunts maybe into. Yeah, we're seeing the Grunts into
into Max.
Max. This is an interesting play. Maybe Huggy knows that he's 2 points down and he doesn't want Max to move someone off a point to make it harder for him.
Mm. That Max has got to do his re-roll because he's rolled a success. He's got to re-roll it. This is the one time the leadership does kind of mess with you, and it doesn't matter anyway. Here we go.
Yeah, the Grunts
So
being Grunts again and doing three, but they've got loads of rerolls where they're at. They're loving it.
so Max is forcing him to re-roll
Two.
successes, so he takes. Going to try and take
Still
nothing.
still go through. That's pretty big.
Still takes two. Yeah. Is it once per turn that superpower, or is it the same as ASM?
I think it's multiple times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not. It's
multiple.
not like Moondragon. It can
No,
do it every time,
and
which is
it's
good.
obviously better than Dynamo's because he can decide what you roll.
Yeah, this is. I do worry about Max living through this
Oh,
activation because
three.
Fury
That's
can
big.
just turn in.
He's got you got to get him to reroll too.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, because he doesn't even get the Max reroll this time. So
oh, that is big. The Grunts doing grunt things. They've not
yeah,
got less than three successes.
Max didn't help himself there. He rolled a double skull on the defense. Skull on the
Yeah,
first one, skull on the second one. So although he blocked one both times, the grunts getting a good average hasn't helped him.
and because they dealt damage twice, it's given Fury 3 power, so he can lead from a front. But he's deciding to do an attack, I think, into it looks like Gorgon.
Yeah, is the range three the gainer or is it the
Yeah,
builder?
it's Gainer, range 3. They're both
Okay,
5 dice with a pierce, but one's a Gainer, one's a builder.
so does Huggy take the risk now because it will go to 4 power? Does he take the risk and do the lead from the front and put himself on 2 power, which obviously turns off I, but could possibly take Gorgon off the board?
I think you have to.
Raise
Yeah,
him as
he's going
well.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you can turn two activations off, it turns quite scary.
Yeah.
Um,
So
the only
if
worry now is you've got to have you've got to live through Zemo's activation.
yeah, I was literally about to say, would you have rather Huggy gone after Zemo over Gorgon, or do you reckon this is the right play?
Well, Gorgon can just delete other Zemo if he needs to.
I guess the other
Um,
Zemo can as well, because he can just charge into Zemo if he wants, I guess. So we're thinking 3 into 1. It comes down to okay, so it comes down to the grunts. The grunts are going to do it. Let's be honest. They've got 4 dice with 2 rerolls. They're going to get 8 successes somehow.
I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, there's 3 already.
Yeah.
Oh dear, 3 without the. Oh, that's just yeah.
Nick Fury, what a great activation. 2 days. I think this is the one problem with Max is if he doesn't have Black Bolt sat guarding him, he does really suffer.
Yeah,
Because he doesn't. He's very much like a Ghost Rider or a Doctor. Like a Clear or
yeah,
somebody that's got really poor defense compared to everything else. So although they've
yeah,
got kind of bigger health pools or a little bit of defensive tech, if you could just pile on dice, the averages will get them. You don't have to worry about the re-rolls and all the rest of it. Just eventually you'll chip them down because Fury can put effectively four attacks into somebody. He even if he's not spendering, he can still just chip damage away on characters like that.
Yeah, definitely. We might see a dead Nebula here if she can't convert with her rerolls because Zemo has took it upon himself to nuke her. So we're seeing 5 into 0 at the moment. Yep, it's just
She's gone.
wrecked him.
That's big.
Wrecked her.
That's really big.
Yeah, he needed that after Fury's activation because
No,
there was a world where if Zemo did not kill Nebula, then Nebula would probably just kill Zemo, and that'd feel absolutely horrendous for Jamal.
so I think Zemo's got to go for Nick now, hasn't he? He's got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is right.
He
So
paid for, is he? So he's paid
yeah,
for Steel Rush and Master Swordsman, so probably get himself out of range of Spec, maybe.
I think what you're probably trying to do is block other Zemo from getting on the point.
Yeah. So it's 3 into 0 at the moment.
And the crits.
Oh, 5. Oh, another reroll. Oh, man. This has been a dice game. This has been crazy.
Well, there's lots of stacking rerolls.
Yeah.
So that
Both
would have
teams.
been Master Swordsman, and then this will be Strategic Genius.
And then obviously the assault ships as well with the Crisis is giving him extra rerolls. Another
Whether it was
reroll.
used on the first one, no. So
So
Nick takes 5.
5.
Do you know what? That if Gorgon or Max had lived through that, Terragenesis is on there.
Yeah, 100%.
I think at that point you take the risk because if you can kill Nick and get him to drop the point, you're kind of forcing Zemo to do so much on that side.
Yeah, it's quite funny. So Jamal's just disconnected, so we'll wait for him to get back in. But I'm pretty sure Jamal disconnected last time. There was a big spike, so I don't think his computer can hack the.
Raw energy.
Yeah, it's both teams have got so many rerolls. It's like reroll upon reroll, isn't it? It's very consistent damage and defense.
It's very modern MCP though, isn't it? There's
Yeah.
a lot of dice consistency going on, and it does make you wonder whether characters that stop that kind of dice consistency are interesting going forward, especially in the new Crisis pack with a few different Crisis giving bonuses to attacks, whether it's attack dice or attack rerolls that this one does.
Yeah,
Whether characters like Medusa and Angela and Tigra and Black Panther Chosen of Bast come back. I know Black Cat's everywhere anyway,
yeah.
but whether
She
those
doesn't need
extra
help.
characters, she doesn't need help, but whether those other characters,
Yeah,
if they get a health change as well, whether they become interesting, kind of
yeah.
I don't want to say splashes, but like in affiliation picks.
Yeah, I know we obviously talk all the time, but we've obviously been talking about the new Crisis and how like you're feeling with him and everything. Do you reckon Tigra sees a spot in your list, or do you reckon you're waiting to see if she gets a health bump to see whether she can make your list, or do you reckon she's fine as she is at the moment?
I think she could probably do with a health bump. I think
Yeah,
she's currently competing with Ronin in my list, and I think that's because Shang's just so good that
Oh yeah,
he's never going to be displaced, not
yeah,
unless he gets nerfed. I think for me, Ronin is more consistent because he's doing what the Daredevil list wants to do with the count blanks and the kind of consistent attack dice and the pierce and everything else. But also
yeah,
because he's got the range 3 place and he's got consistent stealth, it means he can just sit off somebody and force people to try and walk to interact with him. Whereas Tigra can be a little bit more terrain dependent to get her stealth. Her builders are nice, but I don't think she likes to sit in a brawl in the same way Ronin wants to.
yeah,
She kind of wants to sit on the edge of range 3, attack something, and then either pounce in and then spend her out, or she wants to attack something and then spend her away so she can't be hit and kind of put herself in stealth.
yeah,
Which I don't think is a bad line of play. I think she's definitely got options, but I think for because there's not enough slots for size four. Sorry, for four threats.
Yeah,
It's you kind of have to pick the one that fits the most on what you want. I think Ronin does that for me at the moment, but
yeah,
she's definitely a
definitely.
consideration. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm playing Chosen of Bast in the list, so I wouldn't be opposed to it. It just depends on what changes in July when all the changes do come out.
yeah. And I know that you like to keep mainly affiliated. But would you ever see a place of Black Cat there as well, and go like Daredevil, Black Cat, Tigra, um, Black Panther, Chosen of Bast, just having the anti
I mean,
reroll team?
the option's definitely there. I don't think
Oh,
I
it's a
don't love
big
Black
hit.
Cat because she doesn't do a lot.
Yeah,
Um, I think kind of offensively, she's more of a stall character, to
yeah,
use a card gaming term. Um, but I don't see why she wouldn't work in that style of list. She just doesn't suit my style of play, which um, is something I've recognised. I don't really get along with Black Cat's style of play. But
yeah. That's fair enough.
but I, but I think these kind of characters are going to come back in terms of they'll be popular as more dice consistency comes in.
Yeah. So we saw a massive hit from Spec into Black Bolt.
So this is what impact webbing.
Yeah, because obviously if it wasn't, he'd have had elusive, I believe, on a hit and a wild.
Yeah, yeah, we would have got to walk away
So
short.
that looks like it's outside of free, you know. I mean, it's tricky, obviously, because as a, we can't put the place free down. It's
No, he's in.
close.
He's
You
in. When he's
reckon?
just measured that, I reckon he's in.
Right, okay. He's checking now. Oh no, he's not checking. He's
No,
checking
that
out. That's
looks
what he's
into
doing.
me. That looks into me. But
Yeah.
then, there we go. He's escaping. Ah, yeah. This is the weird thing with this terrain. The axe hangs over, so there's a bit of nice space on the floor that you think you can get to, and then it's um it's obviously
Yeah.
blocked by the axe overhanging.
Yeah, I quite like this. So what he's done is he's web swung, and now he has a reroll to trying to get a wild just to push him away, which he hasn't got at the moment. But that is a big
He's
hit.
got the crits.
He might
Black
just kill
Bolt's
him.
kind of scared. Yeah,
Oh, he's got
this
the
is going to
wild
be
now, so he's like, you're either dead or you're getting pushed away. Oh,
this
he's
is a
got
big
two.
turn.
Yeah, he's got two blocks now. Is that enough? Has he got any more rerolls? That reroll mattered because I got it as well. When people are like clicking that like having the dice in the air like for like good 5-6 seconds of like, come on, you can do it. He does live on one, but I don't know if I prefer that. I don't. I think I'd have
So
been
what do you do
okay.
here? What do you do here if you're Jamal? Do you pass and force Namor to come and charge up to you and hit you and then walk back? Because
I think I'd have been.
oh,
I don't think I'd have done that reroll. I think I'd have accepted getting dazed, but then you're
so
in
the
a
problem is,
position where you're more in it because you've only got. I think with Huggy, you probably. So he's looking at the Terrigenesis. But I think if you're Huggy, I think you're okay with leaving Black Bolt on one because you don't want to daze him and have like, a detrimental round next round. I think you're happy to keep him on one so he's an easy target next round. Oh, that's
yeah,
close. That
you
is
also
very
don't.
close.
So this is giving up 1 point for the potential of two,
And
and
it's
this,
two damage, so it might not pay off.
yeah, this is a risk. But if this pays off, this kind of forces Zemo to do something.
Here we go. Is it a broken card? Is it not? Let's see. Let's see the dice roll.
Go on, is he going to do it or not?
I
Predictions.
think he's going to do one damage. He's going to do one or three. That's my
He's
predictions.
going to do. He's going to do it. He's going to do two.
Oh, one. Oh,
One.
left him on one.
This is the gamble, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, which is the hilarious thing, is I've played against Inhumans and they get so rattled when it doesn't pay off. And you're just thinking, it shouldn't, like, in my eyes, Terrigenesis shouldn't exist as a card. Or they should redo it so you don't. So maybe it's just like a cruelty where you can play it, but you don't get the extra VP because it's still, doing damage out of an action still very very strong. but it's the extra VP, and do you know what I mean? So
Do you know what I reckon it should be?
what's
So
that?
I think it should be something like all according to plan, but it's just for civilians. But if you're damaged by it, you get poison to represent the
Okay,
Terrigen Mist.
yeah,
So no VPs, but it drops all the civilians as they kind of like wriggle themselves away. And then if you get damaged by it, it gets poisoned. So it's thematic. There's no extra VPs on it, but you just have something that's a little bit more unique than just,
yeah.
oh, it's roll so many dice and then everybody drops their stuff.
Or do you reckon they should have it more like, if they're going to do it that way? Do you reckon they should have it more like world laid plans, where instead of dropping the extract if
Oh,
it deals
yeah, yeah, sorry.
damage?
That's the one I meant. Yes, well
Oh,
led
okay,
plan.
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah, got
I
you, yeah.
didn't mean all according to plan. Sorry.
That's all
I'd,
good.
I'd got Green Goblin and Doc Ock in my head, and I knew it was a plan.
Yeah.
There we go. It's been a
No, but
long day.
I'd quite like that. Um,
Because
yeah,
you could quite easily do that as a swap out, like they did for Stolen Identity and Instant Recovery for two
yeah,
problematic cards. They could quite easily do that.
yeah. I
Um,
agree.
I mean, if they did a patch of that Terragenesis pentagrams and what's the other silly card?
I know you don't like Wakanda Forever or Siege, so maybe one of those.
Yeah, anything like that. But even all according to plan, like any of those cards, they could quite easily give a replacement for, just a tweak, a new card name. There's something similar, but kind of less oppressive.
Yeah,
I'd kind of welcome that. That would be an interesting little
I
tweak.
agree. Yeah. So
I
we're
don't know whether they.
seeing. Sorry, Karen.
I was going to say I don't know whether they'll do it with because it obviously neuters down a little bit of the individuality of the factions, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, definitely. So we're seeing Huggy Zemo charge into Okoye, doing quite a lot of damage. So doing 2 damage, which is quite big into Okoye from range 2.
Yeah.
Then yeah, just Master Swordsman into Okoye again because she's in a very not like good spot where she can just daze Fury. So we're seeing 2 into 2 at the moment. So at the moment, it's not done it. It's 2 skulls on Huggies, but he doesn't care about that because of invaders.
Yeah.
So 3 into 2 at the moment. That's 4 into 2. There's so many rerolls.
Yeah,
Or
this is the one thing I dislike about Invaders is there we go. This is 50-50 to live or die. She
lives.
lives.
Yeah, she got 2 rerolls because of the Max and well, to be fair, you probably shouldn't have rolled them both at the same time because it's obviously a
Max should
Max.
be on the first one, so that would have
Yeah.
been Zemo and her defensive
Oh,
reroll.
I think it was just lagging on the top of my the dice thing. It looked like he did them both at the same time.
Yeah, he did because they'd be. It doesn't matter about the skull on that one. The Max reroll has to be on the first time you defend.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so it would
Cheers,
have been on
mate.
the
Yeah.
first attack. The
So I think we're just seeing a Koya going into Fury. They're not messing about these boys. They're just rolling dice. Is this a Koya?
Koye, she's got a reroll from Max,
So 3 into
which
1. So I'm guessing that's a dead Fury.
unless he goes for the recal, which I think is risky when you're on one. But
Yeah. Again, I don't think it's worth it. I think you're okay with Fury getting dazed here, and then obviously, um, well, I don't know actually, because obviously Jamal's got Prio, so I'd imagine he's going to go with a Black Bolt.
uh, yeah, because Namor's still to go. Yeah. See, okay, so I imagine he's going to go with Zemo. So Zemo picks it up and then tries to finish off somebody because you wouldn't put the thing there because otherwise Fury goes, picks it up, and then just blasts everybody for power.
Unless you just go with Black Bolt to try get an activation out of him, and
Where you can patch him up because Max has got all the power in the world.
yeah, that's a good shout, mate. Yeah, I like that.
So unless you force Namor to come up and kill Black Bolt, say charge, kill Black Bolt, but then Black Bolt wakes up and beams everybody. Because
Yeah,
he master punches off probably Fury, jumps in, and then places himself and just beams Zemo, Fury, and the grunts.
Yeah.
I mean, because was it Whisper? It's absolutely insane. If you don't kill them, you just stagger them all. Okay, so here
Yeah.
comes Namor. What is Namor doing?
So he's charged into Zemo. Yeah, I guess if killing, like getting rid of Zemo, obviously is pretty big.
Is this into a Koyan? Because that was measuring off his Zemo. Because there's
Oh yeah,
two.
I
I'm
think he's
trying.
looking at rerolls. Yeah, there's too many Zemos. Yeah, because that's his own Zemo. Yeah, got it.
So this is where,
So
and I'm
three
going to
into
petition
Namor.
AMG for this. I think there should be a special condition that stops you re-rolling dice. Now, I think now that the game's got to this point, there's something that stops crits. There's something that stops extra dice on defense and attack. Should there be something that stops you re-rolling?
Or should they have the old GW of you can't reroll a reroll? But then that gets very confusing because you'd have to really watch people's dice of what dice they've rerolled.
Yeah, I think something that stops a re-roll or limits a re-roll
Yeah,
would make it interesting. The other thing is they stop a lot of these re-roll skill leaderships because I think we've seen it for a long time with Miles, and I think we're seeing it now with Namor that the re-roll bubbles are kind of where you unlock skulls are just very oppressive.
yeah,
Because it doesn't matter what you've rolled at that point. Like the skull is just another face.
yeah,
Um, whereas every other team dislikes it.
yeah. I agree. So did we see Namor do a spender? Did he move once and spender? Because I only saw, or did he double move to get there, like move charge?
It looks like he spended, but let me have a look. Because it didn't look like he did a double attack.
No, he only rolled one lots of dice.
Uh,
And did he attack? I'm guessing he attacked Okoye and just did 0 damage because she got 3 blanks into 3.
it looks like he walked and hit. He didn't spender.
Hmm.
So is he saving his power? Because I suppose what would he have been on? Would have been on 2 power.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so we're seeing a big round for Jamal. He's paid for Inhuman Royal Family, so they get to reroll any number of dice once per once this round. I think do you see Black Bolt go here, aim an attack into Fury and get him to Eye of the Sky, so then Eye of the Sky is just completely out.
I think you try and hit. Do you try and hit Namor? Force the eye in the sky to get Namor out of the way, and then dive in off. Because if Fury's in range 3, which he was last round, do you try and? Oh no, because you haven't got Whisper. Sorry, I'm thinking he's flipped.
Yeah, yeah. I think you try to because you're in range of Zemo, Fury, and Namor. I think you just so we're seeing dice. So no one's Eye of the Sky yet. We'll see who's into who. So that's 3 of Pierce at the moment. Guessing he's doing the Maximus reroll first. So that's 4 of the Pierce. That's 5 of the Pierce.
Yeah,
Whoever it's
the
going into is
Pierce is
big.
crazy.
Oh,
I
it's the
think that was
best.
into
It's the
Nick.
best builder in the game because it's essentially a 7 dice builder with the reroll with a Pierce on top of it.
Especially that now he can reroll dice on the offensive as well.
Yeah. Okay, so we're seeing a recal, which is a good recal because yeah, all the rerolls are out of the way.
And the Pierce goes as well now, so Pierce doesn't
Yeah.
apply on this.
Okay, that's a big that was a massive recal, no damage because he was essentially living on 1 to no damage, so that's massive.
So what does Black Bolt do now?
I think he has to spend 3 to go into to master punch someone, but I'm not too sure who.
I think you heal for. I think you the line of play that I'm spotting is you patch up first,
And then
hit
master
Nick,
punch.
yeah, master punch into Nick, and then if it gets sacrificed into Zemo, you
Yeah,
can't be counter struck and die because the
yeah,
problem you've got is you can either sacrifice Zemo, which I think is unlikely, but if he does put it into Zemo, Zemo can obviously counter strike you back and kill Black Bolt in his activation,
yeah.
um, which then
Or
becomes really big.
the other play I see is we see a patch up, patches up to full, and then he literally just moves back onto the secure because he's 10-7 up. Black Bolt's got a. Oh, he's going aggressively. I was going to say Black Bolt's got an extract. He could just move, and then he's got power to bump his dice up, and then just try to play it out because he's obviously doing well on the scoring front. So
Yeah.
I'd probably quite like that as well of him just literally just backing up with him.
So this is interesting because if Zemo dies here, Black Bolt's stuck in no man's land. However, Max can walk Black Bolt back because he's got
Yeah,
the power that allows him to move. So, um, interestingly, Black Bolt didn't have all of his damage taken off, so you can see Max has still got the 2 power to do that
yeah,
if he needs to.
yeah. For the re-rolls as
Um,
well, I think. Oh, 6 with a pierce. That's just
it's no Pierce now; it's Master Punch, I think.
no. He hasn't paid the free power. He had free power at the start of this.
Uh, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
So
five's going through at the moment. This needs to. Oh no, so I think Zemo's dead.
So dead Zemo. This is big because the attrition. He's winning on points and winning on the attrition. He KOs.
Oh, that was big. That was.
Yeah, this.
Oof. This is. I'll tell you what. This has been fun to watch. Like I don't think we've seen a bad attack or defense dice in the game. I think every single one's been above average.
The problem is when you've got this kind of dice consistency, it's very hard to roll below average because
Yeah.
you're never going to re-roll a good roll. You're only going to re-roll a bad roll.
And the only one that
Um,
we've seen that wasn't good was a recal because there was no extra rerolls afterwards.
right, this is where you need Max to live now.
Do you reckon Black Bolt's fine with just taking it?
Well, with Black Bolt having the boost and the bodyguard, I think so. Especially as I don't think he's in range 2 of Namor, so it means he'll probably get cover as well.
Yeah.
And you've got Max to give the re-roll defensively. If you can make it so Max only takes 1 hit, he's more likely to live, especially with his defensive tech.
Yeah. Problem as well with Huggy is he's running out of characters. Like Jamal still has all 5 of his characters, whereas Huggy's down to 3 now, and he's 3 points down. So he really needs to try to. I mean, he's obviously got Max, Gorgon, and Zemo on their injured side, so he needs to try to take at least probably 2 of them out this round.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult now because when you're down on attrition and down on points, you have to start making the decision on what do you try and get yourself back into.
Yeah,
And obviously, because we're into round 4 now, this you're getting into the point where you've got to start winning on points.
yeah. So we're
At
seeing
least in a round.
4. We're seeing 4 dice. Who's doing the attack? Because the Namor moved, and he's not shocked or anything, is he? And even if he was shocked, it'd still be 5 dice.
Yeah,
Um,
it's not an interact.
it
Is
looks
it?
like it's into Max because there's only one. Um, I don't know. We'll see what damage is put on what. Because oh, we saw Shieldmobile. Also, is this for grunts? But doesn't
This might,
Shieldmobile
yeah.
have to be in a shield
No, it's any
activation?
time. It's any time.
I should know this now. I'm
Uh,
playing Shield.
it, 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 it is definitely at any time because I've seen people do it where you used to do it with Thanos and then walk it back. So the benefit
Right.
is that you now, because now that Zemo's gone, you're getting the reroll aura, unlock skulls, and all the rest of it. So the grunts are getting reroll 2, unlock skulls.
Yeah.
Then Fury's getting reroll 2, unlock reroll one unlock schools.
Yeah, because he's got no Zemo now. Yeah.
Yeah. And because obviously Max is off the point, you're not getting the reroll on that one.
Yeah.
So who's this into?
Probably into Gorgon with that. Yeah, because Gorgon's took 3 damage from a first one, I'm guessing. Gorgon's continuously blocking very well, though. But he does
Takes
get
another
one
one.
through, which is
So
giving
now
Fury.
what does Nick do?
I think
Does Nick
you've got to KO Gorgon at this point, and then try to do a spender into Max and try to deal with him, but he'll probably go into Black Bolt. So we're seeing lead from a front. I'm guessing. Well, I'm not. I'm not going to guess. We'll see how many dice Jamal rolls for his defense. That's a massive hit. Yeah, that's a dead Gorgon.
that's 4?
That's a
Yeah.
dead Gorgon.
Even with his, he's already used his defensive token. Yeah.
Yeah, and the shield grunts have to target the same characters, so they don't
does
get
Fury
anything.
do the same again into somebody?
I think so, because you've still got power for Eye in the Sky.
There we go. So it's going into Black Bolt.
Which
Black
he
Bolt's
probably
just paid for the raise in the shields.
looking
what
at.
are they measuring?
I think they're looking at whether he gets cover.
I was going to say, don't want to be measuring distances. gives the game away.
Yeah, so 3 into. Let's have a look. 3 into 1 at the moment. He's bumped his dice up as well. I tell you what, bumping dice up's a myth. You always roll worse.
No, it's only you, John. You only remember the bad ones. That's all.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%, yeah. So 3 into 1 at the moment. They do have rerolls. They're probably working.
So is Huggy deciding whether to use the re-roll from the points now?
You've got to be within 2. Like,
Of course,
I don't think Black Bolt's within 2. But he does have a reroll from Namor.
Yeah, so I always forget with Max. Is it once per character or is it once per turn?
Are they thinking about terrain? Are they thinking about cover? Is that what they're trying to sort of decide at the moment?
So that's re-roll. Blocks 2 with cover, takes 1. And then the grunts get to advance short towards.
You watch, they'll do 4 damage into him now.
What's mental about this is the grunts haven't picked up the point on the floor. So Zemo can pick that up. And if you can basically, if you rotate away from Namor, but you can do 1 or 2 things.
You either 3 so far.
You either go with Max now. So if Black Bolt lives, Max goes, walks Black Bolt onto the point, and then basically tries to take Namor off the board, I think. Like he'd just try and daze him this round.
Yeah, I think the only problem with advancing Black Bolt onto the point is Spec all he has to do is hit him once. Then he'll be able to throw him off. But then you're using Spec.
You do what? Zemo pick up the point.
He's got
daze Namor. The problem is if you don't kill him, he's got all the power in the world.
Yeah. So
who's attacking who? This is somebody into Namor. Who is attacking into Namor?
I don't think anyone's spent any power yet, have they?
No, that's not a great roll from Jamal. I'm not sure who this is, but it's not a.
That's 5. So is that? I'm guessing that's Max. Oh no, paying.
No, it's Zemo.
Oh no, it is Max. He's using an Inhuman Royal Family for rerolls.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
You watch.
I was going to say because.
So it's 3 into 2. Has he got a pierce?
3.
No, it's got suppressive. Okay.
So it does stop Namor getting his charge again if he deals damage.
4 into 2 at the moment. Yeah.
And he's sapping all his power off him, which is even better.
Does he get this? Does he get the power? I don't think so from suppressive.
No, it's suppressive. It's the same as Sentinel.
I think he's tried getting enough power to do his neuro annihilation.
which is crazy because it stops the entire leadership of
Oh, so he's
Namor.
done 3 damage, so he has pulled it off. So I think he's going to spend all 5 and do a 9 dice mystic. I'd
Do you know
imagine.
what's, do you know what's mental is if oh right, okay, so here's the decision. Do you leave Namor as he is because he's not getting charge power and try and delete Nick, as in attack him again, walk Black Bolt, walk Nick off the point, and then it turns off. How many times can you use it? Can you use it more than once? It's once per character, isn't it? No, it's once per turn. So he can't
Yeah.
walk Nick and walk Black Bolt.
I think that's why it's only 2 power, because I think other field leaders are 3 from the top of my head, like Cyclops and King Black Bolt.
Yeah, but this one moves anybody, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's got,
So
got to have an activated token.
he's not put the power on Max, because
Yeah,
Max
she's
should
put
definitely.
3. He should be on 5. He was on 2 to start with.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at on the actual. It's showing only 2 on actual Max's card, but it's showing 5 on the side. Okay, got it. It's just being a bit laggy for me, I think, which is all good. So I think he's deciding what to do, but I do, yeah, because Namor hasn't got charge. I do like the
If you
idea of Max
if you
backing up a bit.
daze Namor here, I think he wins. Because not this round, but it just the points differential becomes so insane. The problem is you don't want to give Namor power to just let him do everything, because at the moment Namor's on this thing where he's got a lot of wilds on the first attack, so he's taken a lot of damage.
Oh, here we go.
But it's not. There you go.
Big
So
dice.
who's it going into?
I think it's gonna go into. Or was he
Sacrifice
sacking it?
into who? Who's it going into?
He sacked it into Fury.
Or has he done it into Fury and Fury sacked it into Namor?
True. It's 4 dice, so I think that's Namor, because I think Fury's got. No, Fury's got 4.
It's Mystic attack, yeah, be into Fury.
It's not a very good attack though.
And then you've got the reroll from the point and the reroll from the. Unless he's used that on the first one, which I think he
Fury.
did.
That's. I think Huggy realizes that he's quite far behind, so he needs Namor to survive. Which is probably why he decided to put it into Namor, into Fury. But that was just pretty lucky that it didn't kill Fury.
Comes Okoye. Okoye's got a decent defense roll, but I think she's. Oh, Okoye's living at the moment.
Okoye is blocking 3 at the moment.
She's taking 1.
Reroll after reroll after reroll. She's blocking nothing. Yeah, she's blocking it all. So taking nothing.
Blocking it all, and there's no max bump as well, which is even better for her. So she keeps her martial artist. Namor does get his advance, but I don't think he can advance somewhere and get on the point on the other side.
I think Namor needed to daze Okoye with that attack so he could target someone else.
What he wanted was either 1 power and sorry, I was going to say 1 power, but he wants to do 2 damage into Okoye and then
charge
attack
somewhere
Max
else,
and
maybe
push Black Bolt. Maybe like you can. I don't know. The problem is Namor now. He's at risk of Zemo killing him. I know there's Eye in the Sky, but I don't think that worries Zemo too much.
No, he's got 4 power, hasn't he? So I guess he targets him first, waits for Eye in the Sky and charges.
Okay, so Okoye's taken the hit. Zemo's it was into Zemo, I think, and Okoye's taken it from a bodyguard, which I think is actually a good play because it means that Zemo can pick up that point and then try and kill Namor. So it's actually a 1-for-1. So Okoye goes down.
She's still only taking 1.
She gets to double, yeah, because she's likely to survive with the
Yeah,
count
yeah,
blanks.
that's it.
Then she can double walk to that back point. Spec can't touch her, and Zemo should live through Spec's activation.
Yeah, because I think you probably go with Okoye now just to get out of Spec's range.
Yeah, she probably
Just
double
double
walks
moves.
to the
Yeah,
one on the pillar point on fire, doesn't she? She
yeah,
quickly
on
double
Jamal's
walks
far
back
left
there.
side. Yeah, probably
Who's
choosing
this?
choosing violence. They're just like, no, we'll score
Oh,
points afterwards, but let's just kill
well,
everyone.
I suppose if you get rid of Fury, Eye in the Sky's gone.
Yeah, and I guess all Spec's doing. Well, he Spec has to do an attack first. Obviously, he hasn't got power to move, throw. Okay, so we're seeing Iron Sky. Obviously, Zemo gets his power back because I'm guessing he didn't charge.
No, it would be a Master Swordsman, so you lose the power of Master Swordsman. It's like if you pay
Oh
for
yeah, yeah, of
Warrior of
course, yeah,
Legends,
yeah, got
because
ya.
effectively you've done the attack.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was doing. Probably would have just
Okay.
done Steel Rush, but
Zemo, no, because you want to bait it out because he wants to attack Namor, and it
oh
means
yeah,
that it stops Namor being able to run away instead.
it's a big hit.
Oh, that especially with
Forward
Master
two.
Swordsman.
That's five
Okay, so
into two, so living on one at the
Master,
moment.
this is Master Swordsman.
Oh,
Gets in 1 minute. We've
Namor's got rerolls.
got two rerolls on Namor. Nodding skulls. Does he live?
Yeah, he
Lives on
lives.
one.
Oof.
But crazily enough, that means Zemo can pay to pick it up,
And charge.
and either spend two for Steel Rush or spend two to Master Swordsman and try and kill uh, Namor. Okay,
Yeah,
so we'll
Jamal's been playing very. They've both been playing very well. I think Jamal's dice, like attack dice, have just been a bit better. Um, just with all the consistent rerolls. But
I
then
think it's
again, saying
picking the
that,
fights. It's
yes,
picking the fights, isn't it? It's not just the because they've both got dice consistency. It's picking the fights,
yeah,
and I think that's one thing that has helped because Namor off to the side when he was on Huggy's left hand point was obviously out of position. Whereas if Namor's on the one that he's on now, he's got the option to go out wide or come in, or he's kind of got options because he came down to the Huggy's left. He spent the first 2 rounds of the game kind of out of position.
yeah,
There down goes Namor. So Spec's now got to make the decision: does he daze Okoye and only score? So
one.
Spec's got
Well,
to he's got to score one or two. Um,
yeah. The only way you can score two is if Spec can daze Okoye from the range four, then sort of
you web
he'd
swing
get,
in, grab the
yes,
point,
and then
medium
move.
move away. Yeah,
You
or
probably
use
you probably move first just because so you're max one. So because obviously you can't web swing and make sure you know you're within max one because you'd be using two of the same tools at the time.
you probably do the measure medium trick where you measure range to the range. It's range two, range one from the token range one to pick up.
Yeah,
So when you're doing the range three place, you can do that instead.
yeah. But I think the range three being further than medium, I think you're happy just moving first and then web swinging.
Yeah. So what other options has Huggy got? Because at the moment, Jamal's scoring 4 points.
Yeah, and I think
Zemo,
Jamal's been very
Okoye, and then that
clever
point they're
leaving.
standing on.
Yeah, Jamal's been very clever to leave Okoye last to activate because he either dazes Okoye and loses prio, but he has to daze her because of the point side. Which yeah, we're seeing. I think Jamal will be. Well, he has to re-roll one. So would you just re-roll the wild? Are you happy with her just going down? Because
She's
obviously
getting pushed.
you give
Yeah.
up prio, don't you? So I think you're fine
Well,
with that.
she was going down anyway
Yeah.
because the place is after. So the only thing is whether it would give her max power. But
So he's placed it. Okay, so he's not placed at max two. So he's deciding to come into the fight, which I guess you kind of have to do, because you are down on points. You have to stand on that point where Zemo is because it stops
Spec's
Zemo
healthy,
getting
isn't
it.
he?
Yeah,
Spec, yeah, so Spec's got. I think this is probably the right play because it stops Jamal scoring 4 and he scores 2, so it keeps the kind of gap to 3 rather than it going
yeah,
up to 6, which obviously is
yeah.
more scary. Um,
Oh, just a casual fire from Spec into maybe Zemo. I think Zemo makes sense because you're trying to like injure him for next round. So
does Zemo counter strike?
why is he only taking two when there's five into two?
He's taken 3.
Oh, is it just my
Yeah, it's
my things?
it's
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah,
on.
it's not showing up on the my left hand side,
Yeah,
but it's all good. It's caught up
so
now.
it's the,
Cool.
so getting the so he's got the daze, and he's got the KO, and got the elusive, which is massive because it means he sets up the little bubble again.
It is big, but do you reckon Jamal will? Because Jamal technically at the moment's got Huggy, like Jamal's foot's on Huggy's neck as such. Do you reckon he's probably quite happy he's got priority now? Where would you go if you're Jamal, like first activation? Who's going to do the most damage, would you say?
Almost say Black Bolt, but Black Bolt's more powerful, leaving him till later.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, so
ah,
we're seeing the yeah, okay, we're seeing this for the first time. Have they missed it the other times, or has it just not been within?
no, this is the first time because the other few times everybody was dotted around a
Yeah,
point or it was on the floor.
yeah.
I think this is probably not. It's not a bad thing for Jamal, if anything, pushing Black Bolt away because it makes his decision easier. He probably goes with someone like Max or Zemo. Oh, sorry. For some reason, I thought Zemo was dazed. I was looking at the power. There we go. Uh, so Zemo go and try and delete?
I think Zemo goes because he's only got two health left. So I think you go with Zemo no matter what. Obviously he's not a bad person to go first if you want to delete someone.
Do you try and
Um,
delete Nick? Like if you can get rid of Nick, Nick turns off I. Um, okay, Zemo can stagger somebody, but Namor can stagger somebody, but he hasn't got a point. He can't steal it off.
oh, I wouldn't
Um,
charge. No, that's a bad move because he's going to just eye the sky. I would steel rush where I was into Nick to try to get rid of I, and then just like if he uses I, just decide what to do after that. But this is a bad, yeah,
well,
it's a
well,
bad charge.
the advantage of doing that is if you do go there, you can hit, you can feint that you're going to hit Nick, and then you burn I for the round, spends all of Nick's power, and then you just double hit Namor. So you do
Yeah,
charge, steel rush, hit Namor, and then hit him again with
yeah,
Master Swordsman, then steel rush away, get him next to Black Bolt, and then it makes Black Bolt harder to thing. Right. So is this steel rush into
yeah. Is he going to
Nick?
pay all of his power? I also quite like the idea of Zemo just getting out there and just like standing next to Black Bolt and Black Bolt take the damage.
Nick's taking it.
Yeah,
If
which
Nick
is
dies, this is massive.
dangerous. 3 into 2. Okay, so Nick's surviving. Um, 4 into 2. Oh, 5 into 2 at the moment. So Huggy's got two rerolls.
2 rerolls, yeah.
Oh, living on one. The rerolls have not been kind on Huggy's side for rerolls, really. I think Zemo's fine with going to Steel
So do you know
Rush.
what? Do you know what Zemo probably does? And if I'm Jamal, I probably go Zemo moves to where the extract is, and then Steel rushes Fury to get back, and
He's
then
already got an extract.
oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, for some reason I thought it forgot dropped it. So
No, that's all good. Okay, so he's done the medium move. He's gone base to base, so Eye's just not going to work.
it's also I imagine it's so it's Master Swords. I know because it'll be Steel Rush because then he gets to move to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
back point.
that's
Then
it.
yeah,
So we're seeing a dead Nick at the moment.
this crit needs to convert and all the
Oh, that's 4. Yeah.
so you're getting the Master.
If he
Sorry,
gets 5, there's
Agent
nothing he can
Genius.
do. Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
that's it. Nick's gone. That's it.
Uh,
Yeah.
this just little chip damage. He's looking at he's looking at whether Nick's within 2, but it's not going to help him.
Yeah,
And then
that is
maybe,
huge.
yeah, maybe medium move. Yeah, medium move to Black Bolt, so Black Bolt takes the damage.
So out of range 2.
And then maybe Max tries to deal damage later on, and then
I don't think
advance.
you care if Max goes down now because you're scoring 2
Oh, he's moved
minimum.
back. Oh, did he decide that he wanted to be within 2 of Max instead?
I mean, he can be within 2 of both. So he's giving Max rerolls and Black Bolt rerolls, and Black Bolt can bodyguard for
Yeah,
Zemo.
and not being within 2 of the secure, so if Huggy's not
No
getting an
rerolls
extra
into.
reroll.
Yeah, and if Namor comes over that way, he's not getting his mod skulls, which makes it
Yeah.
even harder for him.
Ugh.
The only problem you've got now is if Namor comes charging in, smacks Black Bolt, leaves him on 1, and then suspenders.
Zemo to, yeah.
Oh, because Black Bolt will take the hit instead.
Yeah, I guess you just take it on Black Bolt, yeah. Yeah, and I think it's almost a waste. I think you need to try to take Max out because I think Max goes next for Jamal just to try to generate a lot of power, just to just to make that defensive bubble really really strong.
This is interesting. So spent for the spender. Is he doing the push away, deal 1 damage? Because he can then push Zemo away into no man's land, away from Black Bolt, and
Yeah,
then charge. I don't know whether you charge Zemo, but it means that Black Bolt's got no defensive rerolls. Max loses his defensive rerolls, so you can try and take Max off the table.
yeah. I think you have to try to do a big hit into Max while he's only got 1 power.
Yeah.
So at the moment, taking 4 damage. Yeah, taking 4
4.
damage. Oh, he's got so many rerolls.
So that would have been the leadership one. Then he's getting the Inhuman one. So he's
Oh,
still
then
taking
I
4.
think it was leadership, Inhuman, and then Zemo reroll.
Yeah, it's the one we thought it was, pushing
Yeah,
him away. So
you don't. It's awkward. You don't want to push him away too far because you kind of need the extracts. But
if anything, you want Zemo out of position. And
oh,
you
he's
take
still
the
within
hit.
range.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes Black Bolt a lot more deadly this round as well.
yeah. And as we were talking about earlier, like the fact that Namor can't charge and Spender with a charge is pretty rough.
Yeah,
Um,
it's one of
because
the things I dislike about Namor is his mobility is great, but he can't access all of his kit while being mobile.
yeah. So are we gonna just see another Spender into Max just to try to KO him? Um, because at the
What?
moment, if he KOs Max, Max won't be able to move people onto points. And the most Jamal could
Nah,
score would be 3.
yeah,
Um,
this is problem is you're not going to stop him scoring the next round, scoring 2, and no matter what, if Max doesn't die, Max walks Namor or Spec off a point.
Yeah.
Um,
But I think KOing characters on Jamal's team, oh, that's definitely a dead. The rerolls aren't going to help Max on that one. That's
no, definitely
7.
not. That's an angry Namor.
Yeah, but I think Huggy's doing the right thing of just taking off characters for Jamal.
So silly question. What do you do with the Koye? Because I don't think you go with Black Bolt yet. I think you let Spec go, and then
Does Okoye, right? Does Okoye move, pick up the extract, and move to the corner? Because
I
then
think she does.
Spec has to go after her potentially.
Well, it has to go after her or Zemo. I mean,
I think Spec needs at least he needed to be on free power. I think because the fact that he can't web swing, double hit, and have free powers upsetting him.
yeah,
But yeah, I think this is the right
because
play. I think Okoye literally picks up and runs because you don't really care too much if Spec goes after her because then it frees off Zemo and it frees off Black Bolt.
does Spec go web swing, shoot Zemo, a web swing onto the top of the pillar, shoot Zemo.
But I guess Black Bolt's going to take it, isn't he?
Shoot, yeah. But you do the impact webbing, so you push Black Bolt away. You shoot. You then do the builder into Zemo, and then hope you get the elusive to get on the point, like where the pillar is.
I don't like it, but I think Spec has to just move first just to guarantee the throw.
We can get on top of the terrain and within 2 of Namor, which gives him a reroll and the mod skulls.
Because I
Within
think
range 3.
I don't know whether Black Bolt will take this because the fact that Spec's going to get the power to throw him anyway, and he won't be within range 3 of Black Bolt. I think you're fine with it, or fine with it going into Zemo just because you know Zemo's not going to be there.
So
Yeah, because he's not
got
within
to
3.
attack. Yeah, so he's got to attack Zemo.
Yeah, and I don't think Black Bolt pays because again, if you do impact webbing into Zemo and Black Bolt pays, you could get a wild, push him away, and then you just throw him anyway.
Yeah, so if Spec dazes Zemo, he just like web swings onto the top, Jamal's top, like the left one, the one closest to the really big center line terrain, because then you're scoring it's 3th piece, but then Black Bolt can just double walk to the one that Namor's on.
Yeah, so we're seeing an attack into Zemo. He hasn't bodyguarded it, which makes complete sense because, as I said, the only bonus with it, I guess, would have been
He's got the elusive.
yeah, I think the only bonus would have been to force Spec to pay the power because now that Spec's going to go into next round with 4 power is pretty big.
Well, yeah, now he's got the elusive as well, but I suppose that's benefit of hindsight, isn't it?
Yeah. The question is, I know Huggy's further behind, but who's Black Bolt's already holding, I guess. So I think he's going to stand at that point because I think, yeah, that makes sense because he's already he's holding.
Yeah.
Whose 2 characters are going to be more impactful? Black Bolt and Okoye or Namor and Spec?
So what does Black Bolt's spender do?
I think if you
Throw
deal
it
damage,
away,
he gets a
S.
throw.
Yeah. So does Black Bolt stay where he is, or does he double walk down to the bottom point next to the beheaded statue, or does he, so that you're kind of guaranteeing you just need to score 1 and Namor has to double it? Yeah, I think that's the out, isn't it?
Yeah, because it'll
it
go
means
15, 12 now, won't it?
Yeah, and Namor can't stop him scoring it. Namor has to one-shot him.
Yeah, and then
which
Okoye double moves into the corner.
Yeah, because basically Namor hunts one of them. If Okoye dies, Jamal wins because Spec is or Namor isn't one-shotting Black Bolt. At least that you'd hope so anyway, with
Yeah.
the kind of dice you're throwing because there's no skull mods at that point.
Yeah, so Koi coming in is pretty big. I think Huggy's only way out is Spec stays where he is and kills Okoye. Then obviously Black Bolt's got to go.
All
He
Black Bolt does is walk to the bottom corner and he wins because there's no
no,
way.
because what Namor could do is Namor could move, pick up the extract, and sit on a point, and then it goes 16-16.
Oh, of course, yeah,
Yeah, so I think that's what the play is. I think Spec has to. If Spec doesn't kill Okoye, it's game. If
yeah.
Spec kills Okoye, then I think Huggy could potentially get it because obviously Black Bolt's got to activate before Namor, and then this is
Yeah.
this is a nail biter.
Do you
This
know?
is great.
What's mental is that 50-50 Terrigenesis. If
Yeah.
that had gone off, it would have that would have
Oh,
been game
Jamal
now.
just
That would have
wins.
been
Yeah, he just wins.
yeah.
Which I like to see. I don't. I hate seeing Terrigenesis being the reason that someone wins. Okay, here we go. Can Okoye withstand Spider-Man?
So I don't want to call it a mistake because obviously I can't remember where all the tools were. But was it a misplay that Okoye doesn't stand on the far side of of the pillar, so she can't be dragged in towards Spec?
Yeah, I think he went max one, but I think this might be a mistake from Huggy. You know, because Huggy needs to stay at. Huggy needs to score 4. I know he's looking for
Get
an
the
extra
re-rolls.
reroll, but still, I think he had to just try to double shoot.
Yeah, there would have been no cover.
Because now it doesn't matter if Okoye dies. Black Bolt just double moves away and it goes
It needs
free, like
it,
1-3.
it needs to hit the elusive or leave her on 1.
Okay, the dice might be helping. He needs a wild for elusive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
'Cause it
does. Yeah,
might,
but
it might.
Namor gives him a reroll.
If he doesn't get the wild, then it's just game, isn't it? That's
So
just
she's
game.
definitely dead. She's definitely dead.
Because Black Bolt can just, yeah. Huggy needed to stay.
Yeah, but if anything, just to guarantee it, Black Bolt stays on his point
Yeah, but then
because you
the only problem with Black Bolt staying on his point is Namor moves charges onto that point.
with what a 6 die attack that's getting only reroll 1. Sorry, reroll 1. Black Bolt's getting 6 die reroll 1 as well. So they're
Yeah,
effectively rolling the same amount. I know Black Bolt's rolling 1 less successful face,
yeah,
but the chances of doing 4 damage without mod skulls is big. And
yeah.
even if he doesn't kill him,
See this? That was That was a mistake. I get what Huggy was doing with the extra reroll, but Spec just had to stay on that point and try to double tap Okoye. There was just no other way because now obviously the second attack did like 5 damage without. I think it did 5 damage without the rerolls.
yeah, it's whether Huggy spotted that. I think it's very
Yeah. Oh,
easy for us
definitely.
to look at
Yeah.
it.
Because he could have
So
thought, oh, I've lost this, so I'm just going to go for it. But if
yeah, dice
this,
haven't
oh
bailed him
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Look,
But
Black
because
Bolt.
what would have happened
What?
is Spec obviously kills Okoye. If Black Bolt stays on that point, Namor picks up an extract and goes on another point, and then no, it still goes 17-16. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's. I tell you what, this is the killiest game I've watched in a long time.
Yeah.
The patch up. I think the biggest play of the whole game was the patch up on Black Bolt, keeping him
Yeah.
alive, getting him back to 1. Has been massive because Black Bolt healthy has just meant it doesn't matter that he's not really done a lot of damage. It's just the fact that he's able to tank hits
He's
has been insane.
pointing to, yeah, he's pointing to Terragenesis.
Good. I'm glad it didn't come off. Ban it, AMG. Get rid of it.
Yeah, how they said it wasn't a problem is beyond me. Then again, saying that, obviously, I mean, I've blanked it from my memory, but the Rainbow Bridge equivalent for Inhumans was pretty nuts.
Yeah, great refuge not
That's it,
being
Great
the
Refuge. Yeah,
character that moves. It's not the character that moving that pays. It's the leader that pays. Was insane. I
yeah,
think that they didn't need to ban. They could have quite easily just changed it so it matches um, Rainbow Bridge, and I think it would have been perfectly fine.
yeah. I
Because I mean,
agree.
you don't see Asgard spamming Rainbow Bridge all the
No,
time. They take it, but it's not a break everything turn one.
and
Um,
it's not even when Black Bolt spends power round because obviously Asgard always have you know two power per actor per power phase. So
yeah,
it's
the other option is they do what they did with pentagrams and they change it to 3 power to activate
yeah,
it, and I think that maybe makes it less crazy. But
yeah,
yeah, no, I can see. I definitely know why they got rid of it.
yeah. Me too. But yeah, it was that was a really good game. It's nice to see Maximus's leadership because I mean, as like from last week, when I saw Black Bolt come out for Jamal, I was just I was like, oh, it's obviously a Black Bolt leadership. But it's really nice how he's playing Maximus and doing really well with it because you don't really see Maximus nowhere near as much with as Black Bolt.
I think it's one of these leaderships where it's underappreciated because the the benefit has a small negative that's either risk or it's positioning.
Yeah,
But the dice consistency is so good. I mean, if somebody offered you a re-roll on every one roll you do every time with a character, you'd bite the hand off. So
yeah,
I think the fear of the skull isn't as bad. I think it's something to play around. It's like,
yeah,
I mean, I don't want to harp on about Daredevil's leadership, but it's the same thing, isn't it? You have like you've got something to play around, and the benefit is good. It's just not as crazy as Namor leadership, where you get in mod skulls, which is why you don't see it as much, I think.
yeah.
Um, but a free reroll isn't something to be sniffed at, especially in a faction where they've already got rerolls based on 90% of their characters.
Oh yeah, it was quite a fun game of seeing the double bubble get out re-rolled. It was yeah, lots and lots
Yeah,
of re-rolls, and as you said, the Inhumans already getting re-rolls just adds on to it, and yeah, brutal stuff. But as you said, like the fact that it's only that re-roll, if you get a skull, then you get placed. You don't really mind because it's one in every 16, is it like 16% chance of rolling a skull on one dice or something?
yeah, it's not a lot. I mean, it'll come up, and
Yeah,
sometimes it'll come up at a bad time, but it's not crazy. I don't think. Like it's not something I'd look at and go, oh, it's not worth running or anything like that.
yeah,
It's
no,
it,
I
it was a
completely
fun
agree.
leadership. I think the problem is because Black Bolt's leadership is so good. Like it's a bit like um, Strange in Defenders or like Sam in Avengers, or because the leadership's so good, you don't
Yeah,
a lot of people don't look at the other options, and just because it's not the best doesn't mean it's not worth running. It just requires different tools and kind of a different setup to get the best out of it.
yeah, no, but yeah, definitely, it was a really good game to watch, and as you said, it was super killy. Lots of most attacks and most defense were spiking, which was fun to see. But yeah, massive congratulations to Jamal for going 5-0, and well done for Huggybear to go 4-1. It's a very hard competitive league to do well in. So yeah, massive congratulations to them. You've got your game tomorrow, haven't you, mate?
I have, yeah. I'm up against a Cabal Criminal Syndicate duel, so we'll see how that goes.
I hope you get Kingpin, mate. That'd be that's my
Be very fitting, wouldn't it?
but yeah, I'm gonna hopefully be free for that one and record that one. I'll talk to your opponent and see if it's okay with him. But yeah, massive good luck in that, buddy. I will not be biased in the slightest, and
Thank you very
hopefully
much.
try get someone else from the GG Discord to commentate with me. Otherwise, you'll just be hearing my voice over and over again. So yeah, we will see what happens. But yeah, thanks so much, guys, for watching, and catch you in the next one.